So something led me to want to talk about this. I don't know. I just, you know how they say you felt it in your spirit, okay? Um, the intention behind becoming a single mom. Now, I love being a mother. That has totally changed my life. My children just just fill my world, and there's nothing like that bond. It's nothing like motherhood, right? Even your pregnancy and your birth experience and all the ups and downs and all the changes and the adjustments, it has made me a better woman, and it has just, and I continue to want my children to be better than me, to learn from my mistakes, not by this energy of like, do as I say, not as I do, and you know, my life is a secret. No, my life is an open book, and they know how I move, what I believe, and about my past. And I'm very open about how I think about men, relationships, babies, marriage, all the things. They're old enough to understand. They're old enough to see what time it is. And in 2024, I'm big on, if you can't do nothing else but just look around you and take an audit, take a mental note of situations and dynamics that you're like, I really don't think I would try that out. It's not for me. You know what I mean? There are different types of single moms out here. Let's just be clear. You've got the ones that they are established and successful, and so money is not a thing. If they decide to go to have a baby on their own, whether they go to a, what do you call it, sperm bank or whatever, whatever, adopt, whatever, you know, they can financially support a child. And we all know that children who are raised by single mothers, they are not imbalanced and at a disadvantage because there's no man in the home. We have seen, my father was raised by a single mother, and the men that he did see that stepped up were uncles and his grandfather, but they had their issues, don't get me wrong, and they were not exemplary fathers to take note of. They just were helping her raise boys, but for the most part it was up to my grandmother, and my father was the pinnacle of the example for me. Coming up, my father had a very successful career. You know he bought land, he built houses, he did all these things, and he provided for his family. My mom did not have to work. Okay, so we've seen a lot of single women raise amazing young men. That's not the issue. And young women. So we already know that's debunked. Then you got the single moms who didn't plan to be single moms, but for whatever reason, they have decided to walk away from the relationship, from raising, say, a man child, infidelity, money issues, whatever. She's like, look, sick and tired of beating this dead horse. You're not getting any better. We're not getting any stronger. I'm out. Okay, so she becomes a single mom. Okay, I can testify to that. You can be widowed. Okay, or you could just be slow. Because the rest of the group of women are signing up to be single mothers with no credible, reliable, established individual. So you're already starting off 10 steps behind. You can't go to him for anything. And even if you were to say, I'm going to put you on child support, what is there to collect? What is there to gain? Either he's going to be on the run, he's never going to have a W-2 paying job, this whole getting money under the table, or running around the country, state to state, can't catch him, can't hold him down, can't hold him responsible. Or if he's just plain unemployed and don't care, what is it that you're going to do? Okay, you haven't established yourself, or maybe you do make a little money, but you kind of want the baby to inspire him and spearheads him in some shape or form to be a better man for you. This becomes about you, because you've already done the baby a disadvantage because there's nothing there. He can't give you a house to have your nursery. He won't pay for your baby shower. He's not excited. He's not changing. He's not improving. He's not coming to your doctor's appointments. Okay? He's not doing anything. He's not doing anything, and he never was. He never was. So those type of women that think that collect them all and starting a family with nothing of substance is where I start scratching my head, because it's like, you didn't even have to do it that way. You'd have been better off, okay, heaven forbid, you just get a little, what do they call it? What's the expression? When you get pregnant by someone, okay, the relationship isn't perfect. No relationship is, but it isn't super solid. But at least you know that he can provide for the child that he helped you make. You're not going to be lacking in that department. It may not bring him closer. It may not bring him back. It may not make him straighten up. He may not even want to come visit. He may not call. He may not do anything other than run you your money. Then you know some people out here that are just having kids to laugh all the way to the bank. That's their business. But why in 2024, with all of these examples, and like, you've got TV, you've got Instagram, you've got TikTok, you know that parenthood, motherhood, it's not an easy journey to willingly go into with nothing. So now you've got to, and because you can't rely on this man to support you, and you don't have all your ducks in a row, you have to work through your pregnancy. You might not be able to have the baby shower that you want, where you want, how you want, and decorate your nursery, have the space for a nursery, do all the upgrades that are necessary. Because come on now, I know for me, you put 2 car seats in the back of a sedan, it ain't working. I wanted a bigger car, and I upgraded to an SUV. I used to have a Camry with Autumn. Camrys are very reliable. They're not luxury. They're not anything fancy, but it got us around. It did what it needed to do. But as soon as I had my second, I was like, SUVs, here we come. And I worked my way up, and I'm continuing to work my way up. I want a third row, and I don't even have 3 kids. I just need the trunk space. So you've got your stroller, diaper bag, car seats, playpen, pack and play, whatever else. I mean, these men are upgrading these women's rings, houses, cars. You get a push gift. You get to have an amazing photo shoot, your pregnancy photo shoot. Obviously, you don't have to work. If you were working, you're not going to work anymore. You're going to focus on nesting, your self-care, all of the little milestones and the development and things. This is the point of having a child with someone. And even the animals have enough sense to pick mates that can provide. Those birds, she's looking at his nest like, I don't like how you got them sticks. I don't like how you did that little dance. Next. She's very particular. She's very conscious of what he has to offer her before she lays down and lays some eggs and whoop-de-whoop. Okay? Even eagles and a whole lot of different species mate for life. They're not in it to just, in it to quit it. They're in it for the long haul. And they make sure that their young have, if nothing else, just the basics to go out here and try. Do your best. But I have given you the foundational things. So when I see women so excited to become mothers into situations where it's like, there's no slight to you. You're going to be a great mom. You're going to give your child the best. I know, but you've already set yourself back because you got to deal with his butt. You got to deal with his shit. And he's not improving. And this is not going to help him improve. If he didn't want to be man enough to give you the world, the moon, and the stars when you all were dating and having fun, do you think added financial responsibilities, added the pressure of being now a new father, adding your stress and your changes and how you're feeling, what you're going through, is going to push him to want to succeed more, to do more for now his child? And then you got moms like, he doesn't call, he doesn't care, I can't get him to be interested and be concerned and all these things. And it's like, but where did you see that those were some of the telltale signs that this wasn't it? I'll give you another example. Men that will hit you with I don't think it's mine. I think if you have a pregnancy scare, or I'm late on my period, and he's like, well, who else you been talking to? Oh, now you're okay with me talking to other people? And you don't think that I haven't been committed to you? That should have been a conversation way in the beginning. to be exclusive and to know that if something were to happen, if I had to get pregnant, there's no doubt in your mind, and there's no pause and delay and like, he would be like, you're pregnant? You think you're pregnant? Oh my God. Yes. Great. Okay. Like, let's go to the doctor. Let's get it triple checked. Let's, instead of like, I mean, what you gonna do? And is it mine? It can't be mine because blah, 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 blah. All this nonsense. Who wants to hear that? But that's your man. That's who you really want to bring a life into this world with. That's really what you want to sign yourself up for. And even with the pregnancy, he's lollygagging around. He's dragging his feet. You're still working. You may have morning sickness. You may not. But you're like, you're going to expect more. You're going to need more. You're going to want more. You're going to want more for your baby. And so when you willingly pick these losers, when you willingly pick these man children that have no ambition, no drive, and no real true concern for you as a woman, for you all as a unit and your future and building legacy with the family, that's weird to me. And I think we need to double check ourselves, triple check ourselves. And again, not slighting your ability to be a great single mom, but why sign up for that if you don't have to? Why pick that life when you could wait and be with someone that could add and help support you so that it's easier? When I lost my husband, I was like, I am not only a widow, but I'm a single mom. Now what? Now what? That was not part of my plan. The second time around, I was sitting there looking around like, damn, now I got 2 kids and I don't want to be with her father because he is not man enough. I ignored the signs, or I didn't know the signs, or I thought he would get it together and he didn't get it together, and I'm tired. I'm wasting time. I'm wasting energy. I'm wasting my life, and I don't want to live like that anymore. This third time around, y'all, if I did, if I do, if I could, if I thought about it, you pick someone that's going to compliment you and elevate you. I say this all the time. If you're going to go down that road, why? You've been dating for 5 years, no ring, no this, no that. He has no ambition. He isn't concerned about. You say, I might need tires or I might need some work done on my car. He says, yeah, well, good luck with that. So, am I coming over tonight? And he doesn't show up until 11:30. Hey, big head, what's up? That's the man that you choose. That's the man that you want to have kids with. You know he drops the ball. You know that he's inconsistent. You know that he's not reliable. You know that he's got other kids that he needs to take care of. You know that he's got drama with his exes, but for whatever reason you think you're different. And that's who you want to have a cute baby with. That's who you're playing house with and thinking of baby names and thinking, well, just to let you know, if we did have a scare, I would keep it. And he's just sitting there like, yeah, okay. You see what I'm saying? No. And we really do think that with manifesting a journal and a prayer, that's going to turn that situation around. No. Your journal, your manifesting, your prayers, and any effort has to go to you and now that baby, because there's no helping that. There's not that much anointing in the world. We have to do better. We have to do better. Again, if you are a 6-figure earner and you are set and you are looking at your clock and you're like, I want to be a mother, by all means, have your baby. Go get your baby. But don't tie it to someone that's going to drag you down. Go ahead and just do what you need to do and adopt or have no ties to any one father and keep it moving. Instead of getting pregnant with someone that you hope and pray is going to one day flip a switch and care about you and the baby. It never works that way. Now, you can guilt him. Sometimes they get it together. Sometimes they say, man, I asked her to get rid of it. And I asked her to, second think this because I'm not ready to be a father. I told her, but I talked to my dad and I talked to my pastor and I talked to my homeboys and they said, she's a good woman and, come on, man. And then he said, fine, okay. and now you guys are together. That still wouldn't make me sleep well at night, because it's like I had to twist your arm and no, it's not really genuine. It's not really authentic. It's like, again, a guilt trip. There've been some conversations like that, and then people would tell you out their mouth that this was their experience, or he went ghost, and then he came around and said, "I don't know what I was thinking. I do want the baby, and I do want you, and I do love you," and you say, "Oh, okay," and you take him back. I'd have been like, "You showed your ass. You showed me who you were. Maybe I don't want to terminate my pregnancy. Maybe I do, but either way, I'll see you when I see you, if I need to see you, and whatever I decide to do, you know." Maybe you do want to keep it and you put them on child support. Again, if there's child support to collect, there's so many different variables of this that it's like there's no need anymore. There's no need. And it's hard in the beginning when you have little babies, little kids that are so dependent on you. You're not able to, run and move and do what you need to do to catch up financially with your goals, your business, your job, whatever, your career, whatever you're trying to do. It's hard. It's much harder. They need you in a way that it's only for a short season. I get it, but those are very stressful times. Paying for babysitters, needing help, needing support. Once they get school age, once they get to the point where they're a little more independent, it does get easier and easier and easier. Absolutely, but that takes time. You're already 5 years into they go to kindergarten. And before that, anything else, before you got to pay for it, unless you do a private school. So there's so many different variables to the seasons of motherhood. And then what's worse is you will feel robbed, because when you have your baby and it's not on your terms and you can't live how you want to live, you don't get those years back, right? So if you bring home your baby, and I've just said this example before, in the 6 week your job wants you to come back, and you've got to pump your milk, and you're away from your baby for 12 hours a day because you've got to commute and you've got to take the baby to daycare, or all these things, you feel like you're not really as present as you could be when you look at a stay-at-home mom that picked someone that said, "Don't worry about it. Focus on the baby. Focus on home. Focus on you." And you have that bonding time, and you're able to stay with your baby on your own terms. And then if you want to get a nanny, if you want to get a babysitter for date night and to have some help and support at your discretion, you can do that. You have that flexibility. Remember, back to the money being a tool. When you're tired, you can do what you need to do and pay for the help that you need and pay for the services that you need. But you're not trying to do it all and work and see your baby for a couple of hours in the evening at dinner time, and it's time to put them to bed so you can get them up early again and do it all over again. You will feel robbed. Those years fly by, and their first words, their first steps, all these little milestones, their little teeth coming in, all the little things that you just want to be there for. You deserve that. Don't lay down with anyone that can't give you the time, just the pure time that you will want as a mother. Think before you do that to yourself and your baby. You know what I mean? I don't know. That's just me. Just a little, because it breaks my heart when I see young women that are telling you, and we're not that close, their money woes, their stress, their drama behind expecting and not knowing what's going to happen next. How they didn't know childcare was so expensive. They didn't know formula was so expensive. They didn't know that baby clothes were so expensive. They didn't know that all these things add up, and you need provision. You need a plan. You need resources, and not from the county, not from the government, not WIC, not hand me down this, hand me down that. No, you want to be able to enjoy, like I said, your pregnancy, planning your baby shower, and him saying, "What else do you need, baby? I can't wait to meet our child. I can't wait to see you as a mother. I know you're going to be a great." That's all you need to be hearing at that time. How happy he is, how proud he is, how excited he is, elated he is, how that's my wife and that's my baby on the way. And even if it's semi out of order and okay, you're not married yet. You already know the ring is coming. You're planning your wedding. That's, you know what I mean? Like that there's only one other way because he is claiming what he has helped create, proudly claiming and taking care of what he says he loves. That's love. Show me through the provision and the support that we are in fact yours. That's what a man does. That's what a man, he does not start getting nervous, pervous. He doesn't start asking you stupid questions about what are you going to do and is it mine and all this nonsense. But you chose better. You thought a year, 3 years, 5 years down the line. You looked at this man and said, what kind of father would he be and where is he now that could even begin to think to support that? Because maybe I don't need to accidentally get pregnant. Maybe I don't need to try to trap him. Maybe I should just wait. Because the desires of your heart, I don't let these doctors, oh, you're getting old, you freeze your eggs. Just trust. Just believe and just wait. Just be patient. Because you never know the miracles that will come to you when you are more prepared. When you are, you've planned better. You've been more strategic. 21 minutes. That's all I wanted to say. Think. It's your power and it's your right to have the motherhood that you dreamed of, the motherhood and the lifestyle that you deserve, because you're bringing life to this earth, right? It's not something that we should just be willy-nilly with and take for granted. No. Choose better. Choose yourself and choose better. Thank you. I hope this helps someone out there. And until the next one, peace. Bye.